Welcome back, everybody, to the Miami Hurricanes Dynasty. We are undefeated, 10-0 to start the year, and are going to finish the regular season today. We'll see if we make it to the ACC Championship, which looks like a lock at this point. Only one of our games today is going to be in conference. That's against rivals Virginia Tech. If we win this game, we're going to the conference championship. If we lose, Louisville and Stanford both win. I have no idea who gets in. We didn't play either of those teams. But nobody's been able to top the Canes yet this season. And here are the stats. Colin Kunalik, 21 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Much better than his first year as a starter 2 years ago. And while he had that rough stretch a couple episodes ago, we started to reverse that trend last episode and really need that to carry on as we start to play the biggest games of the year. Playoff time is right around the corner. We have a great running game built around Randy Titus, the sophomore. JoJo Trader has come off of injury and given us a big boost in the passing game. And we all know this defense is just unbelievable. Led by Marquise Lightfoot in the front seven, Marquise Gainwell in the secondary. He's come on strong this season. Here is Virginia Tech's roster. They have some great front seven players that are ranked 90 plus, including a linebacker, 95 speed, 99 acceleration. This is one of the most athletic linebackers I've seen in this game. 92 tackle, 99 pursuit. I'd be worried about him being a force against the run and forcing us to throw more, where I assume he can also play pretty well. Quarterback is Davy Belfort, a 90 overall. Hokies come in 7-3 in this game. They have a couple really speedy wide receivers, but only a couple highly rated skill players. And they're coming off a loss where they got blown out by Boston College. And here we go from Lane Stadium. Virginia Tech looking to be the first team to defeat the Canes this year. It's going to take a special performance to pull it off. Offense up first for Miami. Can we run the rock on this Hokie defense? Colin Kunalik will start in the air. Dumps it. Catch and run for JoJo Trader. That's a gain of 12. And then the Canes respond by going empty. And the pass caught by Larry Slaughter, a 5-yard gain. This is going to be Randy Titus. First carry of the day. He goes nowhere. They quickly got into the backfield, setting up 3rd down and 7. Kunalik, sideline and picked. Hokies football. Man, throwing it late to the outside like that. Come on, Colin. Big opportunity early for the Hokies as the run will lose 5. Lester Judowski putting on a show when he's on the field this year. 3rd down and 10, climbing and taken down by Lightfoot. The defense plays damage control and the Hokies won't even get a field goal try following the interception. However, that looks to be a near perfect punt and thankfully it went through the end zone. Kunalik hands, and down goes Randy Titus, chased down for a loss. Again, 3rd and 5, and the quick throw is in there to Larry Slaughter. I've tried to build this passing game around Kunalik getting the ball out quick or taking a deep shot. I just want to see him make the quick, safe decision. Sometimes the longer these plays go on, the more likely the mistakes can really hurt you. 2nd down and 4. And that's in the hands of Sean Simons. It's 3rd and 2, and Randy Titus fights for 1st down yardage. It's a run with Mastrud checking in the game, and he doesn't get far. 3rd and 9 for Kunalik. He's given some time. He's going to run and get it. Kunalik to the air, and this time he cannot leave the pocket, and he's sacked. 3rd down and 14, just inside of Virginia Tech territory. They drop out of the pressure look, and the pass is caught. Downfield, the JoJo Trader. Kunalik changed the play and dumps it. Titus along the sideline gets 5. Motioning out Titus. 2nd down, end zone, and knocked away from Quentin Prescott. 3rd and 5, and this time it's open for the touchdown. Kevin Andrews puts the Canes in front. I thought that was a really good comeback drive for Colin Kunalik. Made some good plays. Virginia Tech has only ran a few plays so far, as they will run for about 2 when the first quarter's nearly done. 3rd and 5, and under heavy pressure, that is Cole Carmichael. Virginia Tech goes nowhere on the first 2 drives. Play fake Kunalik and Titus, who might have to do more of his damage through the air in this game. The run has not looked like the strength it has been in many of these other games. Kunalik's got to make plays in that case, and he's got an open look for Slaughter into plus territory. Trying to get Titus going to the outside, again losing yardage, which I talked about last episode. We weren't doing that very much this season. Suddenly today, we're just not winning that battle. Play fake, and it's floated and caught. Put some air under that one, let Andrews go and get it. And we have it at the 31 of Virginia Tech. 1st down run. You know what? I'll take 2 yards. We'll see if we can get off of this press coverage. 3rd down. Dumped in. Just couldn't stay in bounds. Kevin Andrews had running room, but here comes Willie Shembo. 41-yard field goal try for a 10-0 lead. The kick is good. Virginia Tech, not much so far in the first half. They've not even run 10 plays yet. And if they don't start getting some yardage, they're not going to pass 10 for a little while. 3rd down and 13. There is time because only 3 rushed. And Lightfoot brings down the quarterback. And the defense is off to a very prototypical start. This is a run. It gets 3. One of our best so far. And then we lose it all on a penalty. Empty for Kunalik, and to the outside. Esquivel makes the catch. Got to see him get the 1st down now. 3rd down and 5. Kunalik cannot get there. He doesn't even reach the line of scrimmage. Pretty key stop there for Virginia Tech, as they can't afford to let this game get too much more out of hand. 2 scores is hard enough to overcome. That was actually a great sky kick. They run it. No 1st downs yet for Virginia Tech, and we are closing in on the half. A 2nd down run. Lightfoot there, then bouncing off a tackle. 3rd and 1. Best situation they've had all day. It is a full 1, though. Box looks pretty light for a run. And they will convert. Taking it out to the 27. Got to get on sides there. 2nd down and 3 with Cole McConaughey now on the field, number 44. And on 2nd down, there's time, and the pass is intercepted. Tony Rizzo back again. He's had an interception now in 3 consecutive episodes. He's really taken a leap this season. He's been a factor against the run, constantly in the backfield, shooting gaps. and then taken away windows over the middle. Tony Rizzo having that breakout season. And Miami now at the 40, trying to go up 3 possessions. And Kunalik has plenty of time. He'll run with it. Sliding near the marker. 4-man rush. Wide open. That's Trader. See if we can burn up the rest of the time here in the first half and score. 2nd and 11, and wide open again. Larry Slaughter takes it inside the 10. I don't really understand calling a timeout there. We have plenty of time. From the 9. Dumped open, and Trader, he's in! Breaks the plane! Touchdown! Not sure I've seen one look quite like that. Looked like he was going to go out of bounds at the 1, and the ball is just able to get inside the pylon before he's knocked out. And it's been all Miami in this first half, just as we hoped. Intercepted on the next Virginia Tech snap. Already 17-0, and a sack might drop us out of a great scoring chance. Well, we're still in field goal range for Shembo. And Kunalik's going to try to get those yards back. He floats it again. He's throwing with touch today, which is something we don't usually see out of the quarterbacks in this series. They throw everything like a laser. 3rd down and 15, and he at least avoids the sack. Had a man open. So Shembo's on to make this a 20-0 game. 48-yard attempt. His kick is good. I simmed 2 plays, and they get a touchdown to end the half. We respond in the second half. Larry Slaughter catches a 30-yard pass. It leads to another Shembo field goal. 3rd quarter now. Virginia Tech again getting chunk plays, and they have it in Miami territory. They've got to make the most out of their remaining possessions. We are getting down there in the 3rd. 16-point game. Belfort hands, finding some space off tackle. Gain of 6. 3rd and a full 1. And Putu Tau is not going to get there. Got stacked up and denied. Virginia Tech won't go for it. I think 4th and 2 is a go for it in this situation, down 16. But instead, they'll make this a 13-point ball game. Kunalik will dump it and find Slaughter by himself. I just can't get over how much cleaner the pockets are this year compared to last. I feel like David Kinoy could have actually maybe thrived in this year's offense. Taking this across the 45 is Randy Titus. I also think every quarterback we have could have succeeded given the circumstances here. Rarely ever trailing, good running game, good offensive line, playmakers all around you. I mean, you can't ask for a lot more than that as a quarterback. That was finally a nice run broken off by Titus. Now Trader, he turns into a running back and cuts it up the middle. 1st down. Kunalik on 3rd down, drifts, and thankfully Andrews boxed out the defensive back. Don't even bother reviewing that for a yard. I guess, I don't know if it stood or not. Field goal time for Willie Shembo. And this for a 16-point lead. And again, it is reobtained. Touchdown, 2-point try. Stop, touchdown, 2-point try is what Virginia Tech needs. 8:42 to do it. There's enough time. I know it's not, but I tend to treat 16-point leads like they're a 3-score game. Just because of the likelihood of getting 2 straight touchdowns, 2 straight 2-point tries, and even if you get that, you're still not winning. Downfield and broken up in double coverage. Oh, that's a 3 and out. That was really fast. 7:30 left to go, and they're kicking it 35 yards. One more score puts this away. Titus upfield and not hit until he actually gets some yardage. It's a 9-yard run. This is a big play right here. 3rd and 1, and Virginia Tech will not get the 3 and out. Randy on the run. Gains 4. Virginia Tech is going to have to stop him to get this football back. He'll check out. Max Boger is now in. Remember, Ted Good, one of the many players injured currently. And Boger has the sideline. Stays in bounds until he reaches the 28 anyway. First down, and stepping up to find Slaughter. He just seems to always be open underneath. Give me a good drive to put this game away. Kunalik slings it. Catch and run. Touchdown, JoJo. And the Canes look ready for playoff football. Intercepted. Marquise Gainwell now has 8 on the season. Randy Titus runs in a touchdown. It is turning into a blowout. Willie Shembo missed an extra point, keeping this from being a 30-point game. And that is your ball game. Miami perfect in the ACC, and we are headed to the conference championship to see either Stanford or Louisville. Another player of the game honor for Colin Kunalik, who gave us a scare with that interception early, but really didn't make any mistakes afterwards. We held them to 266 yards of offense. Again, really tough day for the quarterback. 3 interceptions and under 50% completion percentage. They had a couple big plays, but nothing that can sustain success. Colin Kunalik, meanwhile, 81% completion percentage, 276 yards. We did not run very well in this game is the only issue, but made up for it with the pass. 11 wins this season after 9 a year ago. We are not playing in the Pop-Tart Bowl this season. Before we get to the conference championship, though, San Jose State is our final opponent. If I have to put a non-conference game late on the schedule, it's usually going to be a lower tier team, as I want to avoid the tougher non-conference games at the end, because late season losses are more impactful than early season. So we're back at home looking for a clean sweep of the regular season. The San Jose Spartans have come to Miami. And we'll see if there's anything interesting that comes out of this game. We hope not. Then we can move on to the conference title. They put together a good opening drive, but it ends in the hands of Isaiah Thomas. So I can't say I expected the San Jose defense to be an issue for us early in this game. We just caught another pick with them driving. They had a chance to get 2 scores. And we've taken a lot of sacks in this game. This might be the most sacks we've taken all year. They're driving again. They're doing this. After 2 interceptions, they instead just stall to tie the game. I checked. They have 3 sacks. Not like an overwhelming amount, but I just saw there were a lot of sacks that killed drives for us. It's a tie game. For now, penalty marker down, and we're going backwards again. Play fake, and Kunalik has it knocked down. Why is the offense struggling like this? We set up a screen on 3rd down. Titus gonna try to get there, and he's 4 yards short. 6 combined points in the first half. That's all. We seem to be running the football all right, but penalties, negative plays are hurting. Sean Simons, 46-yard touchdown. Why'd that take so long? Next possession, Miami driving again, and Simons catches his 2nd score. 3 consecutive touchdown drives. It was Kevin Andrews this time, and we're finally up big. It just took a while to get there. 34-3, and the Canes have won 12 straight to open the year and set up a conference championship game as Kunalik throws 4 more touchdowns on 80% completion. That's second game in a row with a really high completion percentage. Maybe the accuracy has continued to improve. A pretty mistake-free game from sophomore quarterback. Second straight week, our running game didn't really meet expectations. Titus was solid, but half the running back carries nearly went to Boger, who was under 3 yards an attempt. My main concern was just getting through that game healthy. I wanted to see an earlier lead so I could play backups for more of the game. We do add to our class with cornerback Kentrell Basley. We lost a linebacker, Michael Kahn, to Notre Dame. And we're set up, actually, with FSU in the championship game. So those other teams must have still had 2 conference games remaining. We only had the 1. So we get FSU, who has 2 losses in conference. We beat them 10-7. Low-scoring game. We pulled it out in the end, in unlikely fashion, and now a rematch. Deron Cheek becomes part of our recruiting class as well, and I think that about wraps up high school prospect recruiting for the season. Intentionally, this is a much smaller class. I only have 15 outgoing players, and I already have a lot of freshmen on this team, 32. So if I add too many more, I'm going to have to cut more veteran players, which in most cases I'm going to be starting. So I don't think our class will be as highly ranked this year. We're just not going to have the volume. We still have more 5-stars than anybody else, but other teams are going to get to 20 or 30 prospects, whereas I might add a couple more players in the portal and call it a year. In the conference this year, we've seen Miami put together the best rushing attack, 34.5 points per game. That is just over what FSU is scoring. So the 2 highest scoring teams produced a 10-7 game last time. We will never see us against Stanford unless there's a playoff meeting of some sort. I thought we'd end up facing them. Given my history against Stanford over in the Kalispell Dynasty, I was kind of hoping to reignite that rivalry. Our scoring defense, though, no one can touch it. Nearly 100 points less than anybody else. You cannot run on us. You're lucky if you get the pass off cleanly. And if you do, 25 interceptions. There's just no safe way to play against this defense. Plus 18 in turnover differential this season. And here we go. It's the ACC Championship. We've won it against FSU before. We try to repeat history, stay undefeated, and be the hottest team going into the college football playoff. And will it be a similar kind of game, or will the offenses find more success? I'm expecting more than a 10-7 game, but could it still end up being like a 20-17 game? Still on the lower scoring side, just not like 0 scoring for most of the game. Florida State's going to start. On the ground, Anthony Grubb gains 6. So we saw a lot of Cam Davis in that previous meeting. I'll have to check on the injury reports as Trevor Jackson off the fake dumps it, and Seminoles get a first down. They are indeed without Cam Davis, their running back, and right tackle Kevin Free, while we are only missing Matt Bouchard. We've gotten significantly healthier from last episode. Running left, and the play is made by Marquise Lightfoot. There's another TFL for a guy who's racked up plenty of them in his career. Second down, escaping the TFL chance that time. It's Grubb, and he gets the first. That is another tackle for loss. Third and 10, Trevor Jackson. He hits the pass over the middle, but no, he lost the ball. Couldn't hold on, and FSU brings on the punt team. Miami got all the scoring done in the clutch last time. It was a pretty scary finish. We run with Titus, and the running game not off to the best start as they lose 3. So that isn't in the best form going into this late postseason run. Here's Kunalik in trouble, lost it, and a safety is how the scoring will begin. Colin Kunalik coughed it up, and FSU nearly had a touchdown. It's not often we see a safety in these series, but what a way to begin. If you're enjoying the action, please leave a like on the video and don't forget, subscribe to the channel. A lot of you have not yet subscribed. And FSU playing up 2-0. They will lose 4. Pressure coming. It's a screen, and it's open with blocking. First down going to Grubb. Attacking up the middle and close to a first, as linebacker Tony Rizzo is going to have to leave. And based on his whole body of work this season, that could be a significant loss for our defense. Third down and inches. Delayed, and Grubb again, first down. He has pretty good acceleration. We keep getting close in the backfield. He gets away rather easily. FSU on the move, and Grubb will get 4 more. Their running game looks to have a little more consistency early on. Guess we haven't seen a whole lot of ours yet, but that's one thing that could definitely be an edge in this game. And then when you get down here, are you getting touchdowns or settling for field goals? They're going to continue driving, eating up a lot of this first quarter in the process. 4-man rush. Heavy pressure. They got him. That's Carmichael and, of course, Marquise Lightfoot. FSU gets the lost yards back for 3rd and 10. 8 in coverage. Basically 2 now. And Jackson, he has it. Powering and losing it at the 2. Not close to fumbling through the end zone, but that was a risk down there. 1st and goal, and he's in! If the spot were decent anyway. 2nd try, this time it's an obvious touchdown, and FSU has the early advantage. Well, it is certainly already a different kind of game. FSU has outscored their previous attempts. That's a gain of 7. Now can we establish a possession? I actually do worry about getting wore out in a game like this because of the wear and tear. And we just haven't run many plays yet. Over the middle to Slaughter, who's had a really good episode. We run it with Titus. It's a gain of 3. Very lopsided start to this one. In this entire season, this looks like potentially the most trouble we've seen. 9-0, and on 3rd and 7, there's a lot of time. Kunalik will get the first down. Titus met in the backfield as they overpower Kevin Andrews. 3rd down and 11. Kunalik off balance and finds Slaughter. First down. 25 yards out. The screen set up for Titus. This is feeling a lot like the Virginia Tech game, where Kunalik is probably going to have to do a lot of the playmaking. He did well in that attempt. This is good checking in, and he gets stuffed. 3rd down, Kunalik floating and has it knocked away. Tried to thread it into triple coverage And that brings on Shembo. He missed 2 kicks against FSU. We can't afford that. He's off to a good start with a make. A run again. First down, FSU. Yeah, they have a consistent rushing attack. This is a concern. Everything falls into place for us when we force teams to throw. We've had a good run defense throughout the year, but also we just put teams in situations to pass it all the time. Game script not in that position right now. Second down, FSU, and they're going to run it as long as they stay on schedule. Third down, they still run it, needing 6, and only get halfway there. 6-point game, and a good catch made by Quentin Prescott. 5 to go in the first half, and only 12 combined points. Third down, we try Titus, who gets a block, breaks a tackle, and one of his best runs of the game. Intercepted! Kunalik into coverage. Did not see the underneath defender. Wanted Sean Simons. Not every day you get picked off by a guy wearing number 77. A safety, and now a turnover. FSU, 4 minutes to go in the first half, determined to run it. They lose 2. And now they got open space suddenly. Right through the defense goes Anthony Grubb. Even on 2nd and 12, they'll run it. Pass on the screen and set up with space. Down to the 6. They just run and throw screens, which is probably the best way to try to beat this team. The screen game has worked well. Now 6 yards out and a keeper. He's got space. Jackson got a couple. Empty. And Jackson hits the pass. Touchdown, Seminoles. And this has been about as good of a first half as FSU could have hoped for. We're in uncharted territory with this year's Miami team. This will not be an easy comeback. 13-point game. Now we got to get something here before the half, and it's open! Larry Slaughter! All the way, a 79-yard touchdown. That's something the offense could use a little bit more of. We have so much speed to stress secondaries. That's huge. But then we leave time for FSU to potentially answer back. Gainwell swats it down. In the 2-minute now, they're not going to be as focused on the run. Probably not as focused on the screen game, so now it's like facing a whole different team. And that's close. They almost got the first. They'll throw on 3rd and an inch and lose a bunch on the sack, Carmichael. And the sky punt, fair caught at the 48-yard line. We were just down 16-3, and now look at the chance we have. Kunalik, was that worth 2 yards? I don't think so. Pressure, and Kunalik dumps it complete. Titus out of bounds at the 28. Tipped and incomplete. Intended for Trader. Sets up 3rd down and 10. 57 to go in the first half. Kunalik dumping outside. Well short. Shembo's second field goal try is good. And we have recovered nicely to end this half. And now to start the second, Titus gains 26. Over the middle, caught by Quentin Prescott. Down 13, the way the offense has played against these guys, I thought coming back might take a little bit longer. 3rd down and 4, still a lot of work to do. See if Kunalik can make a play. He's had a really nice episode, I think. He's got Slaughter. That's a first. Screen for Randy Titus. Tries to overpower and does get the first down. I just love watching running backs get those extra 1 to 2 yards. Titus is doing that this season. Up the middle now and no gain. Picked up the pressure. Caught. First down and a great episode for Larry Slaughter. We know he can fly on the deep ball, but what he's done underneath has been essential given the lack of run game. And this doesn't help. Alan Edmond is going to come off. So the right tackle now out of the game as Titus will not get anything. 3rd down and 11. Kunalik underneath to Trader. And a bit shy of the marker. 3rd field goal try now for Willie Shembo to tie things at 16. It's good. Suddenly the game is tied, but FSU rips off a big run. He could go to the 10-5 touchdown. One play. That's all it takes for FSU to retake the lead. Nobody's run on us like this all year. And again, we have to come back as Titus picks up 7. Titus sweeping. Cannot get good back-to-back carries. 3rd down. Kunalik under pressure. Looks outside. What a catch. JoJo Trader saves the possession. That's Simons in motion coming across the middle. 8 yards. Play fake and escaping. Kunalik has the first down. We need 3 yards this time. End of the 3rd quarter. Titus. He cannot get through the tackle. And we are moving on to the 4th quarter. FSU up 7. Is this a go for it for Miami? Not quite yet. Ricky Thomas, one of his biggest punts of the year. Fair caught. No, he just caught it. 17-yard line, though, for FSU. And this defense needs to get off the field, not allowing any points. I don't think we can pull off two-score comebacks. Nice play, Ladd. A 2nd down run. Broke 1 tackle, but only getting 1 yard. 3rd down and 13. They stay with the run and don't get it. That has a lot of wind behind it, it appears. Really good punt, and Miami now at the 31 takes over. Colin Kunalik, biggest spot of his career, looking for an unbeaten regular season and the conference championship. Titus, on an awkward screen, gets 1. I have to assume that our playoff spot is safe no matter what happens here. But I really want that number 1 seed in the 1st round bye. Downfield, it's incomplete for Trader. I think they just got a hand on it. Otherwise, he would have been gone. Kunalik on 3rd down. Can't get away and is sacked. Just their 2nd of the game, but what a time for it. Really good field position now, but again going backwards on the first play. Lightfoot sacks Jackson. 3rd down and 16. A screen. And again, Miami will get off the field with a 3-and-out. But with the wind at their back in the 4th quarter, they've got the field position advantage. Okay, now a sky kick. The last one wasn't. I don't know why they're just sky kicking all the time suddenly. I don't remember sky kicks even happening when the game launched. But at our 34-yard line, 6:19 to go. Play fake. Underneath now, and flashing the speed is Trader. Pressure sent. Dumped. Simons spun down near the marker. Pressured again. Kunalik, he takes the sack. 2nd and 1 becomes 3rd and 10. As we dip inside, 5 minutes to play. And we set up a screen that doesn't have a chance. Back and forth these drives go. Thomas, sky punt. And at the 25, it's fair caught. Defense has given us 2 straight drives of getting off the field with a 3-and-out. First down and positive yards and a first down for FSU. A big run for Grubb. Now under 4 to play. Play action. Jackson, it's dropped and stops the clock. Again with the play fake and open. They got the tight end with running room. And they are into long field goal range now. They've called a really good game today. I like FSU's plan. And now they could be on their way to a 2-score lead. You can't give college kickers that much trust, no guarantees. But they're going to have a chance at it, it appears. This is the last play, likely before the warning, and it's a fake with Jackson throwing away. Man, it looked like they had a receiver downfield. Not sure if there was a safety lurking somewhere off screen, but it's 3rd down and knocked down. So it's a 49-yard field goal try. It is not a gimme. FSU for a 2-score lead. No good! He missed it! College kickers strike again. Miami only down 7 takes over. What a break. It's on the offense now. The defense has done everything they can. Kunalik off balance. Has Trader with room. And a great start. 2 minutes left to play. Away from pressure. Throwing a strike through the hands of Andrews. Kunalik backing up and now running to his left and getting down. That's smart on 2nd down. Empty. 3rd and 5 and a first down with more. Trader inside the 30. Miami uses the first timeout. Middle, caught and shaking off a tackle is Larry Slaughter. End zone, no! Undercut! Intercepted Florida State. Miami with 2 timeouts remaining could see the ball again, but just missed their best chance to tie this game. A first down would be too much to overcome. Handoff and Mets. It's a gain of 3 and Miami calls their last timeout. I assume FSU will keep it on the ground. They've run in a lot more obvious passing situations. It's a run and immediately taken down. At the very least, we'll have probably a shot at the end zone. And it's kicked into Miami territory. 30 seconds left at our 47. They gave us a few extra seconds as well, not running the play clock down all the way. Kunalik has one more shot, and it's caught! JoJo Trader. Clock stops in college, so we can run up to the 36. Kunalik will spike it. 20 seconds left. He lofts it out of bounds. 4-man rush. Kunalik hit from behind, and that could be the game. Everybody's got to scramble up. You got to put this in the end zone. Down to 5 seconds. Final play. Up top. Oh my! Out of bounds. 1 second. 1 second left. He couldn't stay in. It's going to come down to this play. Here we go. Kunalik needs 6. Overthrown. FSU has knocked off Miami. There is no ACC title, no first round bye, no undefeated season. Unbelievable finish. FSU's got a real team. They've played us great in 2 games now. We'll see if we meet again. Too many mistakes out of the offense today with the interceptions and the lack of a running game. That's an unfortunate trend lately, and they ran the ball so much better than we did. 45 yards with Titus. They had 2 running backs get close to 100 yards on the day. And although Grubb's average wasn't great, he had enough difference-making runs. So what does that mean for Miami and the rest of the year? The number 1 team goes down in the conference championship. So we will not be getting a first round bye. What? We have a Heisman winner? Marquise Lightfoot. He came close a year ago, actually wins the Heisman this season. 18 sacks, 30 total tackles. Marquise Lightfoot has won the Heisman Trophy. That is incredible. My first time winning the Heisman is with a defensive player. And yeah, he's winning like every award that he's eligible to win. Kevin Andrews, best tight end? There had to have been a tight end who did more than that. Tennessee will be our first opponent in the college football playoff. That's a fun matchup. Tennessee is not a team we really would ever run into other than the playoff. And here is your playoff bracket. Should we win against Tennessee, we could very well end up with another matchup against Florida State. What a stage for this year's college football playoff. I really want to see us get back to being able to run the football again. Looking at the top of this Tennessee roster, stronger interior linemen, but not as strong a front 7 as a lot of the other teams that we've been running into. I want to see our offensive line get back to establishing the line of scrimmage, running the football well. Quandre Duck is their quarterback. Let's take a look at his season. Duck has elite development, good short accuracy, still room to develop though, has a really strong arm. And for Tennessee this season, 33 touchdowns, 8 picks. He had the Colin Kunalik arc of starting as a freshman, not starting as a sophomore, and then returning to the starting job. They closed the year on 4 straight victories. Their losses were to Texas, Auburn, and West Virginia. So our playoff run begins next episode, and I don't know yet how many games are going to go into each episode. I think it depends on if there is a major blowout or something, but I'm not planning to isolate games unless the episodes would just be too long to fit in multiple games. So we'll see how it unfolds and see if we end up meeting with FSU again. Miami goes 12-1. It's an excellent year. And now the playoffs are back. Thank you all for watching today's episode. I'll be back with more Miami soon. Have a great day.